Hello everybody, Kris Gethin here. Now I'm going to be answering your questions, obviously in this month's State of the Union by KAGED Muscle. So thank you ever so much for submitting your questions. I'm going to do my best to answer them with authority, authenticity, and obviously with my personal opinion attached to it. So this is from Jamin Madden, okay? Is it okay to take creatine HCl and creatine monohydrate at the same time? Yes, you can, that's no problem. So quite often I will have pre-caged, which has creatine HCl, and re-caged that has creatine HCl, but I will actually add some additional Clear to that because my weight is over 220 pounds and there's not enough in those two products to enhance my ATP output based on my body weight. So I do add that. So if you want to combine the both, that is absolutely fine. Question number 2 from John KAGED, I think it is. So, is there a high calorie meal replacement or gainer in the works? Well, we're going back and forth with our R&D team at the moment, okay? So that may be coming out in the future. However, this is what I get all my clients to do in the meantime. So have your whey protein isolate. You can add some seeds to that, like a good form of fat. So it could be like chia seeds and flax seeds. You could blend up some nuts or some almond butter in there or natural peanut butter, or you can even blend nuts in there along with some oats. I like to blend some raw oats. Add some water, some ice to that. You can even put some almond milk, blend that together, and that makes the perfect mass gaining meal replacement with healthy, quality, nutritious calories that function for muscle growth and energy. Question number 3 from Sanjay Patini. In your opinion, what is more valid? Protein per pound of total body weight or lean body weight? Now, lean body weight is going to be a little bit more accurate, but the way that you're going to figure out your lean body weight, I suggest something along the lines of like an in-body machine. An in-body machine is very accurate when it comes to measuring your lean body mass. So I always go for that. Calipers, yeah, you can get a little bit of accuracy. However, it's all dependent on the person that's measuring you. So you could get measured by a personal trainer one week and then have a different trainer the next week, and they're going to measure you very differently. So something like an in-body machine that could measure your lean body mass, I'd say would probably be the more accurate way to go. Question number 4 from Tony. Should you eat before training first thing in the morning? I do. I suggest that you do. However, it's not a problem if you don't. What I do suggest if you don't, you want to have something light. You could have like a whey protein isolate. You want something lighter, have a scoop of amino synergy, your essential amino acids, and a scoop of fermented glutamine to keep your glutamine levels topped up and obviously to signal muscle protein synthesis because you've just gone through a fast of sleeping and you don't want to train in a catabolic state. Do we really need supplements to transform the body? No, you don't. I always tell people supplements will make up about 5% of your overall gains when it comes to muscle building, recovery, focus, whatever it may be. It all depends on how much you rely on supplementation. Some people rely on supplements as 3 of their meals throughout the day. And if you're eating 6 meals a day, that's like 50%. So everybody's different. But I always tell people, look, do you need to train the way that I do? No, but I would suggest it for the best results. And the same with the supplements. Do you need supplements to transform? No. Would I suggest them for a quicker, faster, better transformation? Yeah, of course I would. Sunny Gardner, new apparel coming out. Love repping my KM supplement brand. Thank you very much, Sammy. I really appreciate that. Yes, we do have some clothes in the works, and we have some female clothes in the works as well. So please, stay tuned, follow our socials, and make sure that you keep checking out the website, and hopefully you would have signed up to the newsletter so you'll be the first to find out. What are the main ingredients in PLANTEIN? Okay, so pea protein isolate is the number 1 ingredient in there. It's isolated, but not only that, what makes it very different as well is that it has IO technology. That's ingredient optimized technology that we have in it that can increase the bioavailability for up to 3 times the amount. The problem with a lot of plant proteins is that the bioavailability is very, very poor. So even though the protein may look good on paper, it isn't always the best in the real world because it doesn't get digested. So we've bypassed that by introducing this enzymatic process with this ingredient optimized technology. We also have organic quinoa and MCTs to help with the creaminess, the texture of the plant-based protein, because usually it can be very gritty, very chalky, and we didn't want to have that. Obviously, it's naturally flavored, naturally colored, and we've come out with banana bread and cinnamon roll as well. Okay. So this is from Kyle Day. What are the biggest changes you've made in your lifting habits from 10 years ago? I'd say I've probably increased the intensity. I've lowered the rest periods. I train with even more volume now, I'd say. And I've introduced a lot of other work. So a lot of kettlebell work, a lot of functional work. Obviously a lot more endurance work, because since 10 years ago, I now have done like several Ironman triathlons, done ultramarathon, Spartan. So I like to be a little bit more versatile in my approach to training to help with my cardiovascular fitness as well. Even though these pecs are very important, my heart is even more important. Okay, when is the Outlive 100 going to be available for purchase? Okay, so this is coming up in mid-November, okay? It's in the works, it's coming up soon, but look, I don't like to say it is going to be available at this time because that may change, and it changes quite often. So I'm going to say before the end of the year, we will have Outlive 100, and this is a phenomenal product, because I have always put together a concoction that you've probably seen on my Instagram stories called Live to 100. So I have my apple cider vinegar, I'll have my greens in there, various types of greens, antioxidants, polyphenols, a lot of things. And I just wanted to make it easier on myself because I spent about 5 minutes putting this thing together and it tasted bad. So obviously our formulator is the best in the world when it comes to formulating products and their flavors. So he's naturally flavored this product and it tastes phenomenal. So look out for that by the end of 2020. Is plantain an effective alternative to whey? Yes, it is. Plant-based proteins generally aren't, and that is because of the bioavailability. So our IO technology, that ingredient optimized technology, increases the bioavailability by about 3 times the amount. It has 4.5 grams of branched chain amino acids and over 2 grams of leucine. You know, that's the anabolic signal that you want when it comes to a protein. However, plant-based proteins don't have that. Ours does, plantain. So it's become, and it's shown in studies to be very, very comparable to whey protein. So it's a great alternative to have. Is it worth adding more citrulline to pre-caged? Okay, so this is, if I knew if you was taking in-caged, that would help me, because obviously you've got plenty of citrulline in cage as well. If you're stacking these two together, you don't have to. Do I personally? No, I don't. Do other athletes that we have with Kaged Muscle and other people that I know that take Kaged Muscle supplements? Yeah, they do. So it's going to be from personal experience and how you feel more. Are you more receptive to having more citrulline? I personally take 8 to 10 grams on my non-training days as well as my training days. That's what I've got in pre-cage and in-cage. So I feel like I'm loaded enough, but you may be different. So hopefully that has helped answer your question, guys. Please, I really, really appreciate this. And, you know, it's my purpose to feed you with knowledge. So if I can help just one of you, or in this case, 15 of you, phenomenal. So thank you very much. Bring them on, more questions, so I can feed you with more content. My name's Kris, Gethin, CEO of Kaged Muscle. Peace.